Happy Monday. I hope that everyone was able to get back into the groove of things and after our holiday break. I know for me personally it took a little bit to get situated, but I'm right on track and hopefully you guys are too. Remember, you have only about 2 more weeks to get your grades up if you don't like what you see. Again, talk to your teachers. I'm not going to lie, if you ask them last week, probably not going to help out your grade that much. So again, if you really don't like what you see, go ahead, ask your teachers now to get changed. But here are some other quick little reminders for this week. First off, if you would like to be on the announcements, please try to make this quick flip grid video that I have. Right now you can actually see up on the screen my classroom code just for video content if you guys want to be adding stuff on. And the flip grid that I have is just what do you want to achieve, see, or do during 2021? Because let's face it, 2020 really wasn't the best year ever, and well, hey, let's look forward to something. 2021. Now, with that all being said, with the whole new year, we want to make sure that you know about some great opportunities that can actually help you out a lot. Wyandotte Public Schools is working with the Guidance Center to support students' social, emotional, and behavioral health. The Guidance Center is going to be providing virtual emotional support groups for students who are at risk for anxiety and depression. If you are interested in participating, please have your parents complete the Strengths and Difficulties questionnaire. You can actually see it on the screen right now. You can find this form on our Facebook page, and it was also emailed to your parents a little while back. So have them look at their emails if they have no clue what you're asking them about. Yeah, emails. Look at them. But anyways, after that questionnaire is completed, please have your parents return it to Miss Bach. They can email it to her. Everything's right on the form there, so all the information's right there for them. Also, remember, we won't have school on January 18th because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. However, we will be back to our hybrid model on January 19th. Hybrid model? What? Yes, that's right. We'll be back in school on the 19th with the hybrid model of learning. So that means that students with the last names of A through K will be in school on Mondays and Thursdays, while students with the last names of L through Z will be on school Tuesdays and Fridays. Now remember to look at the Google Classroom those days that you are not home, because your teachers will have assignments for you to do there. So like even on these Wednesdays, guys, there's stuff for you guys to do probably from your teachers on the Google Classroom. Make sure you're getting those done. Okay? So hey, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Not gonna lie. Zoom's fine and all, but being in class, if you have me, I'm pretty animated. I'm even kind of animated in Zoom sometimes. Really just depends what happens. But anyways, with that all being said, this week's teacher talk is actually some old footage from Mr. Jezu. I selected this old footage because next week we're going to be starting back again with the hybrid model. Kind of fun. And here are just some great reminders of the procedures and guidelines that we would like you to follow while you're back in school.
But I just quickly want to go over some of the important changes and things that we need to follow. All right, we all have to be in this together or it's not going to work. All right, first of all, just starting off the morning. When you get up, before you come to school, make sure somebody does a temperature check with you. If you have a fever, if you don't feel well, please stay home. Stay home. When you get to school, remember, the time change is different. You're getting allowed into the building at 7:40. Classes start at 7:50. And we have designated areas where you're supposed to enter. 6th graders, you know that you are going to be entering the south doors on 15th Street, closest to Antoine. 8th graders, you're going to be at the main doors and the north doors by the art room. And our 7th graders, you're going to be entering the doors down by the gym ramp. All right, since both you guys have gym first hour. All right. The other important thing is that you must bring your Chromebooks to school every day. Every day, folks. And the key thing, every day, and they must be charged. All right, that's going to be essential because you're going to be using those a good portion of the day. As you know, there are no lockers. So when you come into the building, go straight to your first hour. All right, we normally had 4 minutes in between classes. You're only going to have 3 now because there's no need to go to your lockers. New thing this year, you're allowed to have backpacks. All right, so you're going to be taking your backpacks to class. And normally, you 7th and 8th graders, you always, on my announcement, you always heard me say, power off your cell phones, put them in your locker, get to class on time. Now, you heard me today, put them in your backpack or put them in your pocket. Make sure they're off. All right? We are giving you the opportunity this year, or at least the start of this year, that you'll be able to use your phones and your Chromebooks during your lunch. All right? We're not going to have that many kids in lunch, exactly 4 at a table. So you're going to see when you go into the cafeteria, the seats are going to be marked with little stickers. That's where you are to sit. Okay? And you'll have time, you'll have plenty of time to get your food, so you'll be able to use your cell phones or your Chromebooks. And again, don't wreck this opportunity. You know, there's to be no picture taking, no videoing, and no going on social media. That's essential. You can play games, you can text your buddies at different tables, or your parents, but that is it. Okay? So let's make that work. You're going to notice, we've said this all along about staying to the right. Staying to the right is polite. During these times, it is essential. All right? As you walked into the building today, you've seen the signage on the floors. One way, stay to the right. Please follow that. And right now, there's not that many students in the hallways, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right? And you'll know, and the other big change are the stairwells. The stairwell in the middle of the building is now just to go up only. All right? When you're going downstairs, down to the first floor, you are to use the end stairwells. All right? Please follow that. All right? You've heard this a million times. Make sure you are washing, sanitizing your hands on a regular basis. Your teachers have sanitizer in the classroom. For gym, they're going to be sanitizing the equipment as well. And speaking of gym, right now, because we cannot use the locker rooms, there is going to be no changing of clothes. All right, so just get right to your class, line up down in the gym, and you'll have your activities. Okay. All right, in between classes, another change is that you are to go directly to your next classroom. Do not use the restrooms in between classes. If you need to use the restroom, when you get to your class, let your teacher know, and we will have a system set up. We will be monitoring how many students are in the restroom each time. We're only going to be allowing 3 students in the restroom at a time. Okay, so make sure you do that. The other thing, just remember that our dress code is in effect. I did address this with our 6th graders. We've had 7 months off, and I know people have gotten really lax with their attire. Myself included. Today's probably, last week was probably the first day I wore a shirt and tie in 7 months. All right, so we got to get back into the routine of following the dress code. And 7th and 8th graders, you're all familiar with that. Nothing has really changed. 6th graders, we went over that pretty good at your orientation. Okay? Water will be allowed in the classrooms. That is it. No food because of, again, because of the guidelines. No food. The drinking fountains, as you see, are covered, but the dispenser for refilling your water bottles is working, so you can use that throughout the day. All right? And probably the most important thing, all right, is right here. All right? You need to wear your face masks. All right? I'm not going to be the masked policeman. All right? Personally, I don't like wearing these, but like I said, we all have to be in this together. All right? So make sure you are wearing your masks. There will be a staggered dismissal at the end of the day. 6th graders, we told you at orientation, you will be leaving probably around 2:32. Then we'll have the 7th graders probably 3 minutes later, and then the 8th graders, you will be dismissed at 2:38. And since you don't have to go to your lockers, we want you to exit at the nearest door that you are closest to. All right? You're not going to be using the back doors by the alley, but you have the gym ramp. All right? So 6th graders, you have gym. You can go right out those doors. And then anybody else, use the north, south, or main front doors. Okay? So again, I'm glad to have you guys back. Let's make this work. And as always, let's have a great day and let's do the right thing.
With all that being said, let's finish up with some Keep On Swimming pics that were sent in. Have a great rest of your day.